is going on, everyone? This is Tom from Two Guys Talking Toys with a special Halloween toy review. Now, why in the world does this figure exist? Who made this? And how can I find them and hug them? Because somebody at Hasbro realized that I am not buying enough G.I.Joe Classified, apparently, and they said, let's go over the checklist. What does Tom like? Anthro heads, check. Animals, check. Clear plastic, check. If this glowed in the dark, I might explode. So before that happens, let's take a look at the back and see the amazingness of this super duper cool G.I.Joe Classified Cobra, Ghost Viper, and Dire Beast. Dire stands for Dread-Inducing Responsive Energy Beast. I love it. I love it so much. So I'm not going to waste any more time. I got to get my hands on this. I got to get in there right now. So this figure has been in my must-get list for a very long time, pretty much from the second it was announced, because it's such a weird figure. And at first glance, he really does seem very unassuming. The detail, let's get into the detailing on him right off the bat. The detailing on this figure is actually really good. I like that they went into all this really nice sculpting on the head. It's almost a very Metal Gear almost in the way that it's designed. With my lack of familiarity with the Classifieds line, I'm not sure if there's a lot of reuse on this figure. The concept alone doesn't really dictate that he looked like a specific thing. I don't think that he existed in the original G.I. Joe line in the 80s and the 90s, but I could be mistaken. Let me know in the comments if I'm mistaken. But the sculpting on, just the outfit, the folds and the creases, the vest sculpting looks really nice. The grenades look good, although I think these should be clear. These should be ghost grenades. The paint is really good as well. I really like the gold for the Cobra symbol. I don't know if I've seen that before. That's pretty neat. A little spot for his holster for his guns. And I like the new pieces that they definitely added for this, like the wrist gauntlets showing off the. See if we can get that in focus. There we go. Showing that he is at 75%. Is he at 70? Oh, it does give an actual number. He's got 75% ghost energy left. That's pretty neat. I kind of wish this was a different number. So you could kind of change that up depending on how much energy he has. So he's like Danny Phantom, I guess. He comes with all these accessories, because they went all out for this guy. So let's, one by one, well, I guess maybe not one by one. Let's take a look at what he's got. He does come with a whole bunch of guns, because of course he does, because he's Cobra. So of course he comes with a whole lot of guns. And I think that these should be clear, because they should be phantom guns that fire screaming bullets of the condemned. And in saying that, it's kind of funny because one of these actually does, based on the other accessory that he comes with. So this one here works in conjunction with his backpack. So let's get his backpack on there. The little tube hookup. This attaches to the end of this gun here. And we get to this accessory right here, this amazing looking skull burst with all the flame and the fire that comes with this little attachment piece here. And that links right up with this. And you've got yourself a phantom weapon that he can use to fire off bullets of the condemned. which is kind of amazing. Because I was kidding, and I didn't think that that was actually a thing that would be happening. That is awesome. I'm a little surprised that this particular weapon doesn't attach to the end of something a little bit larger. Like you would think maybe this guy here, because it is a like a two-handed weapon. You'd think you would require a lot more power than just this little bit. But that does look really cool. He also comes with these little bits here, which are just little plasma flames, or maybe little phantom flames that are escaping from his suit. Because this, I kind of wonder if maybe the concept behind this, because he doesn't come with a bio or anything. The box doesn't doesn't give you any really background information on him. So I wonder if he's maybe a spirit that got trapped inside of this suit, like the character from Hellboy, who's just a mist, but he got sucked into this suit and he has to stay in there. So that's kind of cool. You got a little bit of phantom energy leaking out of his suit there, and that's why he's at 75%. That makes sense. Man, I love the idea of this figure. This is awesome. So he comes with, let's look at his first of many alternate heads. And this is very cool. I really like I do wish that this glowed in the dark, because I think that would have looked really neat. The goggles are actually a separate piece. These come separate in the packaging. You can just slide them back on there. But this looks really good too. I like that. Maybe if things are getting a little bit more intense, or maybe he sustained some kind of damage, this front plate fell off, and now you're left with that. But I do think that I do wish that there's maybe like a little bit of a more of an actual skull in here to give that extra creep factor, because this could just be painted on. Again, there's no official lore, so do with it what you will. And of course, what I came here for, what I've been waiting for with this figure, is this awesome looking snake head. Oh, look at that. That's so cool. Somebody at Hasbro said to themselves, you know what, Tom just hasn't been buying enough classified stuff. So what can we do to get Tom involved? Well, how about we make some animal heads? No. Let's make them translucent. Because he is a sucker for that. And I'm a sucker for this mold. That looks amazing. Ah, look at that. It's so cool. Look at all the detailing on the head. All the scales look really, really good. The fangs, I love the gradient from the black paint into the translucent, so it just kind of fades through, so you get a light behind it. You get that real nice looking ethereal effect. Man, they did a real good job with these. So you get those on there, and then give him he comes with a pair of plasma hands, or ghost hands, ghost grabbing hands, and you can get those right on there, and they slip over the gauntlets. Well, I guess you can roll the gauntlets to the side. Ah, but that's so good. That looks so cool. And then if you want to keep with the energy effects, you can put these plasma flames back in on the gauntlets. And that is looking really good. So you can have this really creepy looking snake creature coming at you on the battlefield. Oh, this is so nice. Great job, Hasbro. And then, of course, there is also your wolf head, because that is also really, really good. Take a look at that. Look at that wolf head with the protruding lower fangs and the translucent plastic. Oh man, that is good. When the moon is high. And to complete his transformation, let's get rid of those regular hands and let's use some of these phantom Phantom Claw Wolf hands. Okay, so this is actually very handy. When you take these hands out and you're replacing them with these, the peg actually does move up and down. So that's very handy for angling it to get on there. Less chance of breakage. So good job, Hasbro team. And there we go. Man, does that look good. How can you argue with this? Look at how amazing that looks. With the kind of fiery flame effects on the hands, the flaming plasma. And I guess you can pop these off if you start getting in the way. If you're moving these around, these may get knocked off in your flailing play. But this looks so good. Wow. All right. I love seeing Hasbro get into like some of the weird and the wild stuff with these, because I mean, this gets into all the fun nostalgia from the 80s that we all know and love. You know, give this guy a staff, put a hologram on his chest, and tell me he doesn't belong with the Visionaries. And we got ourselves the co-star of this group, the Phantom Evil Dire Wolf. Possibly the spirit of Timber. Maybe one of Timber's ancestors who didn't quite make it or lived a full life and then got pulled back into the fray against his will. Let's slide you out so I can focus on this guy right here. Oh man, this is, I mean, if you have Timber, you know what to expect from him. It's a very, very well done. G.I.Joe Classifieds has been just nailing it with their animal offerings. But let's take a quick look at his detailing. And again, the translucent plastic on this does wonders for this mold. He really gives you that ethereal look. That ghostly beyond the grave look. So he has some really good articulation. You've got movement in the head, a little bit of up and down, but that is helped out by the neck joint here. So you can go a little bit further down there, or you can have him look pretty far up. Not bad. A little bit of articulation at the shoulder. Same thing for the elbow, which also has a swivel in there, so that's pretty good. And double articulation at the lower paw. Lower paw and I guess the knee, technically. And also a little ankle. A little ankle pivot for Ghost Timber. And you get with the equivalent of a waist joint. So when he is a happy good boy, you can get some movement from the tail. There's some up and down, not side to side, because there's just the one hinge that lets it go up and down. But you can still get the happy wiggle. Articulation at the thigh, and again also at the knee and the lower leg, as well as the ankle. Rotation there. And there you have your fully well done, really, really great looking Ghost Dire Wolf, Ghost Timber to accompany your Ghost Viper. And I can't get enough of this figure. I love the way that it's done. I love that there's so many options here. Oh, I apologize. I neglected to take a look at his goggles. He does have goggles. Can these fit on the wolf? I don't know if these can fit on the wolf. No. I mean, technically. But they won't. Will they lock over off of the ears? Oh, it's so close. It's so close. Can they go? Can they go a little bit further? Go a little bit further. You can kind of fudge it. You don't have to. You can kind of fudge these. I know they're probably supposed to go over this head here. It's where they technically belong. Which looks fine. But I am most excited for these animal heads. These look fantastic. And in my excitement, I forgot that Ghost Timber also has an additional head that you can add. So you can pop this off. And add. Grr. He is not happy to see you. It is amazing to me how well these came out. And of course, with all these additional heads and like just how good the sculpting came out, the way that the translucent plastic really works with this mold, I just want additional molds. Like all these extra parts, I just want extra figures to put them on because they look so good. So yeah, we've got your Ghost Viper, and he's got all of these really cool accessories, but all this does is make me want more Ghost Viper. So mission accomplished, Hasbro, because I am definitely going to be picking up additional bodies for this. But you know what? I was also thinking about this, and even though he looks really cool, just like this, just as a standalone figure, how does he look next to there we go. That is what a good looking duo. This is really neat. So now I guess the question is, can these animal heads work on another body? Because I definitely want extras. And the answer is yes. The answer is yes, they do. These fit on other bodies. Oh, that is amazing. Yes. So now you have an extra crystal ball. And if you live in the Midwest, you probably have a whole bunch of extra crystal balls. If you live in New York, you're not seeing any. I love this so much. You can add these to different bodies. And of course now that I know that this is a thing that you can do, now I want, man, give me these in all the different colors. Give me these in all the colors of the rainbow. I was just saying in the Crystal Ball review that it'd be really cool if you got this in, I don't know, if like Big Daddy Target had a Crystal Ball exclusive that was red. I want all of these in red. Give me all of these in different colors. Man, that would be so cool. Because then the gimmick takes over. Then you get, I don't know, you take the Techno Viper who's all purple, but you give him purple hands and a purple wolf head and stick that, because these would probably look good on almost anybody. Probably anybody. Oh, Hasbro, what are you doing to me? You have a guaranteed sale if you just start putting these heads on different bodies. I'm not going to be able to resist. And then they make them glow in the dark. It's just sale after sale after sale after sale. Hasbro, you can't put this out there and not expect me to want more. Give me more. I want more. More! Make some new animal ones. Just give me a whole bunch of different animal heads. Now stick them on all the dreadnoughts. So, in conclusion, I don't know how many more good things I can say about this set. This, I think, is maybe one of Hasbro's best produced sets in the G.I.Joe Classifieds line, and I say that as someone who is also not that familiar with G.I. Joe and just collects things that I think looks cool. I don't think this has anything to do with the lore. I don't know if the Ghost Viper actually exists within the regular canon, but I'm glad that it exists now, and he looks phenomenal. The detailing is fantastic. The repurposing of Timber as a ghost wolf is great. The ghost head, the ghost snake head is wonderful. I love that the way that this is produced. Instant troop builder. You get no less than 4 different characters if you want to turn him into any one of those 4. So if you have extra bucks or extra bodies that you're not using, you're immediately going to be able to troop build this into some kind of weird, undead, crazy Ghost Viper core. This opens up the door for what I hope are more possibilities for them to release these guys in different colors, with different bodies, with different, the whole nine. So fingers crossed that they do that. On my part anyway. So, hope that you have enjoyed this review. If you would like to check us out on Blue Sky, our handle is 2 Guys Talking Toys. That is the number 2, no G after the talking. We are also on Instagram. The handle is 2G Talking Toys. Come with me as I wander through Targets and Walmarts and Ross stores looking for a decent deal on some toys. So, until next time, take care, everybody.